Ladies and gentlemen, Monkeyflop here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about loot boxes in video games, and the FTC is getting involved. Now, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on to be up to date on all of the latest and greatest in gaming. Now, I know when I talk about loot boxes, or pretty much anybody else talks about loot boxes, it's a really tough and sticky situation because some people are like loving loot boxes and they can't wait to see what they get out of their next one. And then other people are like, whoa, loot boxes, like stay away, stay far, far away. And you know, you wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. So the reason why I actually wanted to bring up loot boxes was the fact of the matter is that the United States Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, is getting involved, and they're going to be meeting later on this year to discuss loot boxes and, you know, put some possible rules and regulations around it. So I wanted to pass the question off to you guys and make sure you guys, you know, the gaming community is very good at being vocal and making our voices heard, and I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about this FTC meeting right now, and I think we should. So if you guys want to join in with me in the conversation, drop some comments down below. Also share this video on social media, and I encourage you too to also, you know, create some content around this, because this is a very important topic. Whether you're for loot boxes or completely against them, the FTC is getting involved, and you know, we need to make sure that, you know, what's important to us is vocalized. That's one thing that I can't stress enough for us as a gaming community, is that we continue to make our voices heard. So the FTC is going to be meeting later on this year, and they're going to be discussing loot boxes and probably putting some rules and regulations around it. The good news is they're going to be meeting with gamers, they're going to be meeting with parents, and they're going to be meeting with industry people, including like game developers and game companies and things like that. So it's not just like a closed meeting. They're going to have people there, and they're going to be discussing, you know, what is going on with loot boxes, how can we make it better, what are some of the rules and regulations should we put on it. And like I said, some people really love loot boxes. I have a couple of friends that, you know, just splurge on loot boxes and all of the extra in-game DLC stuff. And I'm personally, like, me, you know, I really don't like to share my opinions, but personally I don't like loot boxes that much. You know, I don't mind there being loot boxes in the game if they're cosmetic. But if it comes down to like, oh man, I get a legendary gun that I'm gonna freaking melt people's faces off because I paid $50 to roll a bunch of times and try to get this exclusive weapon that's only available in loot boxes, I'm like completely against that. And I hope that a lot of you guys are as well. If anything, if there's weapons in those loot boxes, you know, games should hopefully be making it available to where you earn in-game currency by just leveling up and progressing to where you have unlocked tokens to be able to take advantage of some of those features, especially when it comes to those big AAA games that, you know, everybody loves to like poop on. But when it comes to those AAA games, if I'm paying $60 for a game and there's loot boxes in there and a season pass on top of that, I kind of have a hard time with. I believe that loot boxes are more fit for like the free-to-play model type of games. But again, I don't mind there being loot boxes. Like for Call of Duty, for instance, a lot of people are like, when the game came out, it's like $60, right? And then you could get the special edition with the season pass, or you could buy the season pass by itself. But let's assume you bought the game, and then later on you bought the DLC, which is $50. So in total, you spend $110 now, and there's loot boxes for you to purchase. I don't really feel comfortable with, you know, spending all that money on I just don't feel that comfortable spending money after I spent $60 on the game and then a season pass. That's just my opinion, and I know it's probably going to be one of those more unpopular opinions, but I wanted to keep it real with you guys. So I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions about loot boxes in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the FTC meeting with parents, gamers, and the industry to discuss the fate of loot boxes? Let me know in those comments down below. If you guys do enjoy those videos, make sure to hit a like. And if you guys are new, please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.